Good morning, guys. Welcome to the morning IWM Alerts live stream video that I do. It's not really live, it's pre-recorded for you guys on YouTube, but I do my trade live and then I post it on the channel for you guys to see how things went. If you're not a member of IWM Alerts, I'll leave this link in the description below. You can come and join. The price is down here, so then about here. There's quarterly. If you want to do lifetime or annual for a discount, just let me know via email. I'll put my email in the description below as well. It's stockalertsreviewed@protonmail.com. And you can come check this out. There's some testimonials and how does it work. Basically, it's a morning trade. You'll see how it works in a minute. Basically, stuff comes out pre-market. So there's a pre-market channel. It's this IWM Alerts. Pre-market channel. David Alexander posts what he's looking at for the different trade style that he has here. And then he basically posts a contract that he's likely to take, and then you can get that loaded up in your brokerage account pre-market. So that's what we're looking at right here at 8:21. So I'm in Central Time. That is 9 minutes before market opens, basically. So 9:21 Eastern Time. And he's saying adding the 204 and 205 and 204 put 0 DTE into my watch list with 204 in my active trader, but it may be possible that we switch to 205s. So I'm just going to go and do that. It'll be different for everybody's broker, but in Thinkorswim, for me, I just go to today's date, which I know is hard to see here, 28th, 204 puts right here. I send them to my active trader, which I have set as red 1. Then I go over to my active trader here. And now I have the 204 puts loaded up in my active trader with the chart of the contracts on the left here and the active trader on the right. They closed at 72 cents yesterday, so that's the current price until the market open. Let's see how IWM's actually doing, and then we'll join the general voice chat. So the alerts come out. This isn't the alert, this is like the pre-alert, like get ready. That happens 5 to 10 minutes before the market opens. The actual alert comes out in the voice channel right here. So we'll just go ahead and join that right now. So now I'm in the voice channel along with all these other people, just waiting for the alert to come out. So David will join, David Alexander will join this channel, and he'll actually start giving us commentary, which you'll also hear because I've adjusted the volume and now it's easier to hear on these videos. And you'll hear the actual chat coming out and the alert, and hopefully we'll get another win. We won yesterday. I posted a video on that. Hopefully we'll get a win today, and you'll see the win on that. So I'm just double checking my settings here. What I want to do is go into Russell, which is this one. I want to set my target profit, which because the VIX has been a bit crazy, I've only been gone for a smaller portion of the pie. So I've been setting this to 0.05, which is half the normal profit, but I've also been tightening up the stop loss here as well. So tightening that up to 0.15. And then I've been using 15 contracts, which is my smaller than normal position size, but I just want to try and get into the groove of the things, like make sure that my new settings work for me, and that I get a nice consistent growth chart that looks very similar to the one shown right here. So this is David's growth chart, basically number of trades versus one contract price, and he's very smooth with just very small drawdowns. And the idea is I'm trying to tweak settings until I can replicate that. The only difficult part with this is getting in at the same price as David, which is why I'm setting my target price a little offset here. So this is an offset. So David goes for 10 cents, I'm just going for 5. So if I'm in 3 cents higher than him, I should still get my profit, even if it immediately reverses at his 10 cents, which it doesn't often do, but there has been a period recently where it's been reversing immediately when he's got his 10 cents, leaving us that maybe got in 2 cents after him, leaving us for a loss where he got a profit. So let's try and mitigate that, and hopefully it works again today. Anyway, we have 5 minutes to open. Let's see what David's saying in here. He hasn't moved to the voice channel yet. He's just saying moving to voice channel now. So you should hear David in a second here.
right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hope all is well. Let me get some stuff out of the way.
Usually I go to general chat, people do an audio
That was a
test.
sound check, I'm guessing. Appreciate it. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Russell. Thank you. Thank you, guys. All right. So price is starting to rebound back into an area where I had a lot of interest in. Let's see if I can get this out of the way too. All right. So it's interesting because price is now slightly above a value area of last week. So there was um last week had three value areas inside of value. And the one that we're currently inside or slightly above is 204 37 roughly to 202 67. And we're kind of creeping back into a value area of last session, bottom of it. And I believe it had one. Yep. So it only had one value area of last session near the close of yesterday, which was 204.63, and kind of stalling there. So it's interesting that we're in IWM, we're playing the almost like taking stops out potentially from last week's value high of the third value high, if that makes sense. So it's three. The bottom one is the 204. When I say 204.30, 204.43 roughly to 202 something. So we're right at the top of that, near POC of yesterday, close of yesterday, near inside of the high volume area of yesterday. There was a stack imbalance near 205.21 to 205.05. There's a possibility we may creep into that and see a drop. That's also some confluence from the 26's value as well. In the maybe when cash open, which is like a minute and 40 seconds left, we may see a pop up into that. Again, we are at the top of that value from last week, the bottom one, the top of the bottom one. Hopefully that makes sense. Right at 204, I say 204.44, 204.43. And price just, it's slightly above that, but will not pierce it. It tried it at 920. Excuse me, tried it again at 915, tried it again at 920, tried it again in this candle, 925. So let's see what happens in the order flow. Bookmap is showing bids are in control. They're showing a lot of resting limit orders sitting in 204.80, 90, 205 flat, and 205.10. It would be nice if we have a pop up there too. 20 seconds, 25 seconds to cash open. I do have 205 puts and 204 puts right now. I got 204s in my watch, in my active trader. But I would love us to pop a little higher, excuse me, in the 204s, maybe 205s to see that stacked imbalance and then drop. But 5 seconds until cash open. See where we go. All right, we opening now. 204s are still $78 per contract, but the spread is a little wide. Okay, there's a stacked. They just created a stack on the sell side. All right, I'm gonna enter here. 204, $77 per contract. The spread's a little
I
wide
just
though.
entered at
Okay, there we go.
83 cents on the 204s.
Good push. $77 per contract was my entry.
I'm in much higher than him, which is not good. Very bad.
Still got that stack up there. 204.31. Still creating that stack. So in this candle, there's a. If we drop 204.31, I think we good. So I'm looking for 87. Okay, there we go, sellers. Good way to push through.
Okay, I just
Good way to
exited my
push through. Good
trade.
job,
Got
sellers.
got a good move there. Glad I
So they
put
did
my
play the
order
value
in.
high of
So I
last
just
week.
got taken out here.
And
you
I
can
am going to
see
do a
here.
video.
But that
All
was
right, I just
very
hit my
nice.
first TP.
Got my 75.
Moving my stop from 77. Moving my stop to 79.
That was a bad fill for me. I got
Lock
very
in that
unlucky.
profit.
But we are moving really nicely in the right direction here.
If we can get 90, 97, that'd be great, but don't look like I'm gonna get it if we push through. I'm still in profit, got profit, lock that in. 79 is where I move my stop to lock in profit and to pay for commissions. Right now is 88. Is it gonna not pay me to 10? Pay me to 20. They still got a stack there, so that's what gave me the confidence. Yep, and I'm out my first half. So I didn't get the 20, but I got the 10, and it better not push through now. It's gonna push through.
So we got this nice drop.
Oh, why you want to play with my emotions? Yep, that's all right. I locked in my $10.
That was a good trade.
Is it gonna push through now? It's
Even
gonna
with the
push
bad,
through.
unlucky fill I got, I still made money on that trade. So I'm excited about that.
That's okay. I stay disciplined. I'll take the $10 per contract. Yeah, I think it got all the way to 20, not 20, 15 if I'm not mistaken. Let me check to make sure I have nothing working. And they still have that stack push there. That stack did not move either, so they're still there. Okay. Yep, I'm all out at $10 per contract. See, these are the moments too that can bother you when like you get stopped out on your second part. Again, you protect the profit, but yep, and they're pushing through. So they did play the value high of the bottom value high of last week, if that makes sense, and they're pushing through now.
So while David's talking here,
Yeah, they stopped me out. They wanted to take me out of the game. They said $10 is
track
enough.
record of what he does.
And yeah, wow, they're really falling now. Let me see if it gets to 97. Even though I don't know why I'm doing that to myself. Let me focus on y'all. Coulda, shoulda, wouldas or not don't belong in the game. All right, let's see what you all did. And it's still pushing through, so whatever your entry was. Okay, let's stop from the top here. Okay, so good. Sound check. So 205s, yes, that I put that in the pre-market notes. I always put what I'm entering in, what I put in my watch list, and what's on my active trader.
And you can see all the people.
I'm sorry, not 205. My apologies. 204s. I had 205s and 204s in my watch list, but I traded 204s. Sorry about that. Yep, it's in my pre-market notes. Yep. And I don't know if it hit 97. I wasn't looking, but it looks like it had a quick bounce higher. Lost audio for a few seconds. Ooh, sorry about that. Could you hear me enter? Say Russell, you got 83. I think it got to 93, right? I think you should at least got 10. Should have done a limit order. Got 80. Okay, 80. I think it got to 90, so you at least should have got 10. My audio was cutting in and out. Oh man, sorry about that. Were you able to hear me enter? Oh, that's another stacked imbalance in this 5 minutes. All right, so 70. Let me make this a little bigger. I'm using a snowball too. I don't know why we're cutting it out. All right, 78 to 96. I'm sorry, 78 to 86 fire.
You can see all these people
Sorry about the
liking the first
audio,
trades they're
guys. I'm
doing.
not sure why. All right, 78 to 87. All out profit fire. 81 to 88. You got a trailing, one trail. You probably would have got stopped out with that trail. Well, that's fire. Another great trade with a bad fill.
I'll post my
Yeah, so that means, okay, Russell,
small
that
one.
means even with that fill, you got profit also. Yeah, they had a nice stack. So they played the value, and I'm gonna do a video of this. I'm trying not to mix words. They played the bottom value of last session, and I'll explain that. Actually, I'm recording today, so I'll explain that after I go through how you guys did. Trailing stop hit at 81. Okay, so you basically at fill price. Okay, so you had to eat some commissions on
I
that
usually post my
one.
profits.
77 to 87 fire. 79 to 87 fire Pond Q. Just $2 off from me. Unlucky with the fill, still a good trade. Yep. All right, 83 to 94 holding a runner, so that runner probably gone now, but good stuff. The tip on working on limit orders worked out. Fire. Okay. Yeah, I mean, how you guys place your orders and how you structure your pay structure, that's all preference. So if it's working out, awesome. 77 to 91, fire. So you did a limit order. Awesome, TC. Yeah, yeah. TP on futures. 79 to 89 and then 80. Okay, so you practice that discipline, locked in that profit, make sure that you didn't turn a winning day into a losing day. Good discipline. And they hit that stacked imbalance and falling again. That was created the first 5 minutes. The sellers are still in the building. All right, let's see. 10 contracts filled at 79.
Right as I entered,
5
and I
at
ended up getting
84.
5 cents higher
4
than
at
everybody else.
86. One stopped at 84. Moved. Okay, a little aggressive. Still, money is money. Green is green. Good discipline too. Awesome. And at 83. And then hit 93. Awesome. Good stuff. All right. It didn't go to 93? I could have sworn we hit 93. Or did it hit 90? I know I don't think I was really close to 20. So maybe you may be right on that one. I thought it did. It must have hit 90 because it looks like some of y'all got 90. So maybe 93 didn't hit. 81 to 89, then out at 84. So you protected that profit. Good discipline. Awesome. 78 to 3 at, okay. So in at 78, took 3 off the table at 87, and then 1 at 90. Fire. Yep, they hit that stack and balance again, and the sellers are still there. Small profit with futures. Trying a new broker. That's fire. 83 to 91. Fire. So not the best fill, but not the worst either. Out at 91. Very successful trade. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I mean that if you would have held it, depending on what your runner was, you may still be in it, depending on how tight your runner is. Because they definitely hit that stacked imbalance, and now they're back selling again. Right here. So it's in a recording. I'm gonna point it out. Here's a stacked imbalance right here. So if you guys reviewed the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. Here's a stacked imbalance from here to here. right at 204.57 to 204.48. They created it in the first 5 minutes. Second 5 minutes came to it, filled those orders, and now they fills them back in control. Now I need to find what I did with the. There we go. News keep popping up. Okay. All right. Where are you guys? I lost the screen for a second. There we go. Yep, and the sellers are back in there. So 80 to 91 and then 82 to protect the profit. Okay, perfect. I'm glad you guys were able to hear me even though it cut out.
Look at the selling going
It
on
was
now.
fine on your end. Awesome. Audio was awesome. Okay, it's awesome. So it looks like for some, not some. Okay. Ooh, look at that
We
drop
got
now.
this.
Look for a base hit to looking for a base hit again today. 16 at 78, so not bad entry. Just $1 off for me. And out at 86. So 78 to 86. Awesome. 77 to 87. Fire. 79 to 87. Ooh, look at that drop. Small win for you. Awesome. So you guys, I know there was a lot of talk about changing your pay structure. It looks like it's working out. You was on the bus and using public internet. Okay. Got 30. Awesome. Yep. Have a great weekend. Interlay due to audio cut. Yeah, I apologize. I don't know why it cut it out. It seemed like some it did, some it didn't. So I'm not sure if it was who in was it, but I'll take that. You used the limit order. Did that mean sport bike? Did that mean that you entered with the limit order? Because it did pull back a little bit from the 77 that I entered in. So you may have been able to enter at 77 or 80. 78, exit at 84, and then at 89. Good stuff. Good discipline.
Glad I changed my pay
I
structure.
really like how you guys are practicing discipline too. Not turning a winning day into a losing day by protecting the profits you locked in.
I got unlucky with my entry, so I'm just glad I
78
changed
to 85 and then
I would have been screwed.
87. You keep me a TP close to entry. Okay, fire. All right, 80 to 92. Awesome.
Excuse me. I'm always sneezing during these live streams there.
You started to stay in after seeing the continuations. Yeah, so they definitely hit that. And once you go back, I post this video, you'll see what I'm talking about. The stacked imbalance that they created on the first 5. The second 5, they went right to it, hit it again, and now they're really dropping it. So awesome for you for seeing that. I don't know if you've seen the imbalance part of it, but awesome for you for seeing that. And at 77, out at 103. Fire. Great job again. Thank you. Gotta get my mojo back. That's it. Thank you for saying that, Russell. I appreciate that. Love. Love. We got one more day of the trading month on Monday, and then we'll be done with this March mess. All right, it looks like I hit all the way at the end, and the sellers are still dropping it. Wow. And I don't see any buy-side orders on the books that would make you think we will buy up. That means there's orders on the books, but they're small sell side limit orders. So if you still holding on to the run, it is at 122, so $122 right now, from 77 or 80, depending on where you entry at.
Look at this. We got this part of the move. This.
Okay.
Can't get all of them.
Nice, $131, 10 contracts, fire. Yeah, for those of you maybe still holding on to a runner, depending on how tight it was, lock in that profit as it move, because it will bounce back. They will start taking profits.
This guy got
They
16%.
already broke the
I think
first
he
sign
got
of
about
resistance at
8% or
roughly
something.
203.88, and now they just hit the second at 203.35. That doesn't mean it won't break through it, but that's a good place to take profits for sure, or at least move your stop. Okay, that's fire though. All right. Is there any questions? Anything that anybody want to say before we wrap up this great way to end the week? I know this week has been kind of up and down. A good way to end it. Nice bad trader, awesome.
Good to see people getting the second trade in. They're
Fire.
starting to
Good stuff.
get a feel for what usually happens.
Yeah,
with these
that
trades.
second stacked and balanced. So I always do 3, right? You can do a stack of 2 because that's technically a stack, but 3 or more is more powerful. And but what really caught my eye too, and since I'm recording, let me show it on here. Then I'll try to do another one to be even more clearer. But this is, and you'll see that. I know I'm talking now, but you'll see it at on the recording. So right here,
And I'll post this recording underneath this
right,
video for
it
you
was
guys.
last week's TPL. There is a volume puck here. If I can make it a little bigger, here. There's deviation there, deviation here, and deviation here. So the market or IWM played the top of this deviation, or this deviation distribution. 3 distributions. So the market played the top of this distribution, and which was right here. Took out some stops and then dropped it down. And I'll try to make another one that's more clear to understand, but that's just the rough of what happened. All right. Is there any questions before I get out here? I see a few. Yeah, I'm gonna do it probably tonight. I may have the time to do it tonight.
Yeah, March was a tough month. I think changing our
Sure.
profile
But yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about at the
has
end of
helped a
this
lot.
one, which will be posted sometime tonight, maybe. If not tonight, tomorrow. Yep, you're welcome, for sure. Yeah, that's right, Pine Q. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But I really, like I said, I really appreciate, the ones that's on here that's trying to learn it. The saying of trying to fish for yourself. I think that is really awesome. So it takes a minute. It's learning this game is you're not gonna learn it in a week or a month. Now you guys know my journey, and my journey may not be like yours, but it took me forever to learn it. Okay, cool. Well, have a great weekend, Pine Q. We'll see you on Tuesday. Texas Yeti for sure. Yeah, those books are awesome. Light. I gave one of them away, but the Mind Over Market is also a good one. Yep. Thank you, Russell. Yep. Barry for sure. Quick question. Yep, I got you.
I like how he hangs
What you
around
got?
and does questions.
While you type in, let me open this office door because it gets hot. Hold 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Are you in TOS? You're very welcome. Yep. Have a great weekend. Okay, still learning TOS. So how you move your stop? You basically just drag and drop, or click it, drag and drop. Now I will say TOS is they have a little, I don't know if it's a bug or issue where if you're close to your TP, your first TP, it may not let you move it. That's happened to me before. So I just leave it alone until it hits my first TP. Then you'll see the stop change with the quantity or the lot size, and then you'll move it no problem. Yep. I would say go into the simulator part of it or paper and just play around with it. you'll see what works or what don't. The way you're not risking money. Yep. Yep. You're very welcome. Good question. Nice way to end the week for sure. You're very welcome. Yep, David, have a great one. You're welcome. Yep. Blue Devil, appreciate it. All right, everyone. Yeah, it happens. It happened to me before. Yeah, for sure, Bat Trader. It always happens when you're close to your first TP for me. That's been my experience. So I just leave it alone until it actually changes. All right, everyone. Well, great way to end the week, and they're still dropping it. Man, if you have a runner, Lord have mercy, you would be loving life right now. It is at now $126 or 36 from 77. And I have those thoughts too. I try not to think about them as much, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. What if I would have left a runner? How much am I? But I'm more disciplined than anything. So what makes my day is to hit my TPs, and I'm okay with that. VIX popping. Yep, it's popping up for sure. I think you were the one that kind of mentioned about the popping of VIX equaling, okay, equaling a drop and then vice versa. I mean, there's something to that. I've never paid attention to that sequence, but it's making sense. To me, it's just a measure of emotion, but I see what you're saying though, for sure. Okay, more reliable in the morning. I mean, was this the third, fourth time we've seen this happen? So it's been consistent. Greed and fear, 1000%. That's exactly why I just take my goal. I've got a lot of money. I've lost a lot of money trying to be greedy. If there is no other questions, I am going to be out of here. I should have this posted later tonight. If not tonight, tomorrow. And then I will try to do a video for you all when it comes to multiple distributions or multiple values inside of value. And if it hopefully it lights a fire, not light a fire, but turn on the light for you to kind of go, oh, because it did for me. So all right, everyone, have a great one, have a great weekend, and we'll talk on Monday. Bye.
All right, perfect. So hopefully that gives you an idea of the community, the voice chat, the type of trade, the sort of profits that you can expect. And yeah, hopefully you can come and join us. I'll leave a link in the description below that'll take you to the landing page where you can kind of come and join IWM alerts with us. And I hope you have a good day.